Hope you're ready to cook. All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are ready to come and join to cook with us today. Okay, so we have a couple of things on the menu today, and I want to make sure that you guys are ready. And we're going to be making 3 different items. I feel like that is very ambitious. You do not have to make all 3. I'm literally making 0 right now. I'm going to make everything later after watching it on actual Thanksgiving Day. If you want to make it now and have live questions as you're cooking, this is the place for you to be. My name is Stacy Na Aguilar, and I will be your hostess today. I will, again, not be cooking. I'm just going to be enjoying watching my friends cook, and then hopefully tomorrow I'll get a chance to do it. We'll be making 3 different things. I'm going to have everybody introduce themselves. I want you guys to share what you're making, and I want you to tell us either if you've made it before and what your inspiration was, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and start with Mrs. Christine Park. I know it's a C wing, but tell us, Christine, what are you making?
What's going on, Tapestry family? I will be teaching you guys today how to make a green bean casserole. It's very easy. I'm not a fancy cook, so all the recipes I follow are just pretty simple and straightforward. This has been a staple of mine since my college years because it's so easy.
So you make it every Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
All right. Before Christine starts, real quick, Christine, when we make your green bean casserole, should we start preheating our ovens?
Yes. If you're following along, start preheating at 350 degrees Fahrenheit now.
All right, thanks. We're going to go to Pastor Yoon over there by the oven or stove. Pastor Yoon, tell us, what are you teaching us to make today?
Potatoes.
Potatoes. That sounds typical. Tell us, what could we do on potatoes? What are we doing?
Well, for me, I kind of like mashed potatoes and French fries, but I think these are kind of like those 2 worlds colliding. So yeah, they're just like roasted potatoes.
Okay, thanks. Do you make these every year?
I make them quite often. Tonight, I don't know how they're going to turn out. We got different type of potatoes, but nonetheless, we'll eat them.
Okay. I don't know. Pastor Yuna also taught me how to do the laundry, and he taught me how to make tuna casserole. So I trust him. All right, Erin. I kind of bullied Erin into doing this because I love her pie. She sold them one year as a fundraiser, and I have been obsessed with her pie ever since. I think I bought so much pie from you that year. Erin, tell us what you're making. And Faith, tell us what you 2 ladies are making. Sorry, Faith, I keep doing that.
Hi, I'm Erin. I'm Faith. And yeah, just like Stacy said, I think like 2 or 3 years ago, I was going on a mission trip to Nicaragua in the winter. And then my team leader from a few years before, she was also going with us. And she does this pumpkin fundraiser every year. And she just asked like everyone who was going that year if we wanted to like pitch in. And I didn't know what I was getting myself into, honestly, but I made like so many that year and everyone really liked them. So, and they're super easy. And so since then I'm like, wow, this is like super easy. Everyone loves it. So I'm just going to make it every year. And yeah,
this is her recipe, but I tried it last year and I was super obsessed. I like asked her to make it like multiple times. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you, Faith. I'm glad you're there. Thank you, Erin, for sharing with us your secret recipe, so I don't have to ask you every year for some. Although I will every year still keep asking you. Okay, Christine, we're gonna go ahead and start with you. If you are here watching with us, I know this is different because this is over YouTube and not over Zoom, but just like on Sunday service, you can chat with us. So I kind of wrote in the chat, if you have any questions, please let us know. If you're here watching, if you're gonna be here making something, I know Esther Shin is here. I know Jackie An, who is also an amazing cook, is here. She said she's here to just watch. Jackie, are you be making anything special this Thanksgiving Day? But let us know what you guys are making and what you are doing. If you guys have any questions as they are cooking, go ahead and chat it so that I can help, I guess, monitor and ask the cooks while they're cooking. All right, Christine, take it away. We're gonna go. Our schedule today is Christine is gonna show us her green bean casserole. Then we're gonna go back. We're gonna go to Pastor Yoon, who will be showing us his roasted potatoes, and then of course for dessert, Aaron and Faith will be showing us how to make their pie, and then we'll have a final reveal at the end. All right, Christine, take it away.
All right, everybody. So I have everything, all the cans already kind of pre-opened and drained because I move kind of slow in the kitchen. So I didn't want you guys to like have to wait for me to struggle opening the cans. But we do have our green beans, our cream of mushroom, and the soy sauce. This is very clutch right here, crispy fried onions. I know in the recipe I put on the website, it's like 1 1/3 cups, but I tend to use more. So make sure to buy extra of that. And a little bit of milk. And so let's get started. We're gonna make the sauce first. So we're gonna open up the cream of mushroom soup. This is just 1 can of the 10.5 ounce. This one has a nice handy tab on top. I always wash the top of my cans before I open them because who knows, while they're being transported. Okay. This one's nice and easy to open up. All right, and then you just dump it.
Wow, so hard. Gosh, so hard already. I'm already lost.
And this recipe is really straight off the can. You see green bean casserole.
Oh my gosh, you're using the Campbell soup recipe.
Yep, it's just halved. So we make a smaller portion of it. Also, what to have prepared to go in the oven. I use a 8x8 square pan. I line it with foil so I don't have to wash it afterwards. You can also use a 9-inch round cake pan is fine. And if you double it and do the actual recipe on the can, you can use the 9x13, like your typical lasagna casserole pan. Anyways, cream of mushroom soup. Try to get all of it out there.
Does your husband like this recipe? Does he like green beans?
Yes. I don't cook. I'm not like a pro cook or anything, but he does really, really like this dish.
I mean, I see a cast iron skillet on your stove. You guys are serious about cooking.
For steaks. We love meat in our family.
By the way, if Pastor Yoon or Faith or Aaron, if you guys want to chime in and say something or ask questions and unmute you, or Becky, because she's there she is. There's her hand. Please feel free to unmute yourselves and ask away or engage with us as well. All right, what you got there, Christine?
All right, now we have the milk. I'm using 2% because that's what I have at home. You could use whole milk. It'll make it a little richer. It says 1/2 cup of milk, but cut down on the dishes. I literally just fill up the milk halfway in this can. And that's like about a cup.
Okay, so you're assuming that that's like a cup, basically.
A 1/2 cup, yeah. The whole can, yeah.
Okay.
So I just pour halfway in, and then again, I just so easy. You can add it cold, so you don't have to like put it on a saucepan or anything like that. So we're done with the milk. Now for the soy sauce, it says 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. Again, I don't like to do dishes. So I just.
Are you serious right now?
Eyeball it.
How do you eyeball a teaspoon?
It's you kind of dab a little bit, like that.
Okay, I want to know in the YouTube chat. Do other people do this? Do other people kind of eyeball or like? I literally have like a cup thing, measuring cup. I have like all my tablespoon cups, or do other people just eyeball it? I do want to know. Can you guys write in this chat? Also, Christine, I know you don't like doing dishes, so you're like conserving by doing that. I would say conserve foil, creation care, and just wash your dishes, girl.
Oh my goodness. Okay. That was the plug for recycling.
Another plug for creation care.
I also, this is not mandatory, it's optional. I also add a couple dabs of or Worcestershire sauce. If you have that in your kitchen, you could add a few dabs of that too.
Okay, so instead of like teaspoons, tablespoons, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to do a couple dabs, all right?
But you can do like 1 teaspoon of soy sauce, one teaspoon of I can't even say that word, Worcestershire sauce. And stir it up. Add some black pepper. Look, Stacy, it's organic.
Yeah.
Okay, and then yeah, a dash. Literally, the recipe says a dash of black pepper. So
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, now the other part that's optional. I did write a handful of mushrooms chopped, and I always have onions in my refrigerator at home, and so I also diced up some onions. So that's optional. It's a handful and a handful, and then we're just gonna saute it.
So white onions, yellow onions.
Yeah, if you can use whatever onions you like.
Okay.
Yeah. Obviously, like purple onions will make it like sweeter.
I do want you to know, Christine, that a lot of people do that. Felipe says that Monica does that, and that's why her dishes never taste the same. So you're not alone. Esther Shin does, says Jonathan. So you're not alone.
I mean, it tastes relatively the same. So as you let that kind of like saute on a tiny pan, because it's not that much, we're going to dump in the green beans. So make sure it's drained. That's very important. It's got to be drained. You don't want all that water making the casserole soggy. So 2 cans of green beans. Oops. So 1, 2, I had already poured one can in already. So 2 cans of green beans in there. And then you combine this sauce mixture and the green beans.
Nice. Okay.
Literally just dump it all in there.
That seems pretty easy to do so far. I feel like I don't have any questions.
And then you just use a spoon, you mix it up. Mix it till like you kind of see the sauce like covering all the green beans. Make sure you kind of shake out the pan while it's going.
Okay, does anybody have any questions so far? Let's see. Sung wants everyone to know, by the way, that those are on sale right now at Ralph's, 3 for $5. So thanks, Sung. That Sung always has all the helpful tips.
All right, so it looks like nice and combined like that. Essentially, it's just like the white sauce mixed with the green beans. Yeah.
Okay, that looks doable.
Very doable. Okay, and then saute it for as long as you want. I mean, if you like it more dry, you can make it more, caramelized or whatever.
I love Christine's cooking style.
Just to like, move this along. I'm just gonna add it here.
Okay. So this is nice. This is not a lot of dishes. You're just kind of putting everything in that one bowl.
Yep, exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So you're making it right now for tomorrow, Christine?
Yes. I'm just gonna I'm gonna make it and then put it in the refrigerator and then reheat it tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, and then again, keep combining, just keep mixing, mix. Okay, and then now, finally for the yummy stuff, it's not that healthy for you, but it is the crispy French fried onions.
Love that stuff.
The recipe calls for 1/3 cup, but both me and my husband really love this stuff. We love the ratio of more of this to than the recipe calls for. So we just, again, I don't measure. I just kind of add it until I feel like I want to stop.
Thanks, Christine. So everybody can just add as many onions. If you're doing it right now, just add it until you feel like you want to stop.
Yeah. And it'll look like nice
I
and kind of more
thought you just did
colorful.
it like a top, but you're gonna do it also.
It's both. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You kind of mixing it in gives it more texture.
I see.
Now other variants on this recipe, you can, if you're making it for people you want to impress, you can buy some water chestnuts, you know, slice those up and add it in. You could do like some sliced almonds and mix it in.
No, I don't like that.
What else? Yeah, generally I do the mushrooms and the onions. That's all I add. Okay.
Jackie says she also loves the French onions. And then Esther says she adds water chestnuts into her green bean casserole and it's really yummy.
Yeah. So again, very versatile recipe. You can kind of like mix things up. Okay, and then now look, it's all like nice and combined. Everything's covered in the sauce. Also, if you like things kind of like thicker, you can also add some mayo to the sauce.
Okay.
Or you can even add a little cottage cheese, like a spoonful of cottage cheese, like a spoonful of mayo or a spoonful of cottage cheese. And that'll kind of make the sauce a little thicker when it's in the oven. Okay, so now I'm gonna put it in here and then I will pop it in the oven for like 25 minutes or until it's bubbling.
Wait, so you don't add additional salt or pepper or anything?
No.
We're good. Wow.
I did. I added a dash of black pepper.
Oh, that's right, a dash. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And so yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, again, just you don't need to line it with foil. That's just what I do. Stacy
With that I frown upon.
She's not a fan of the foil.
Yeah.
But yeah, just
do it
pop it in the oven at 350 once it's done preheating. And then yeah, we'll check in again a little later on the green bean casserole.
Yes. All right, we're gonna go ahead into Pastor Yoon. I see he's getting ready, and there's his beautiful wife Becky ready to film us. Hi, Becky.
Hi.
What's up?
All right, lead us through this.
So the first thing I learned from having to teach this class is never miss a staff meeting because they make you do stuff you don't want to do. And so I'll never miss a staff meeting again. Second thing is this is just like I said, it's a basic roast potato. I was talking to Denny and then he was saying, hey, what are you making tonight? And I said, roast potatoes. Like, he's like, what do I need? And I said, olive oil, salt, and potatoes. And he's like, you're basically making a French fry. I'm like, yeah, I'm making a French fry. But I think for the holidays, potatoes really kind of fill the plate. Very warm and welcoming food. And then when you can get the crispy texture with the soft, pillowy inside, you've won the party over. So that's what we're going to try to do here. So basically, you get your potato. Yukon potatoes are great. Russet potatoes, anything that can withstand a lot of heat. And basically, you're going to start boiling them. And so what we're going to do is, before you roast the potatoes, you actually boil the potatoes. And you get it to the point where it almost becomes like mashed potato consistency, because that's going to really set the inside. And then after that, we're going to pop it in the oven and get that crispy exterior. So you just get a peeler or whatever, however you do it. You don't want the skin, because the skin cannot, it can't handle the high temperature of the oven. And so we're going to want to take the skin off.
I thought you were going to go into a sermon for a second there. Like, you were getting really philosophical with your potatoes.
It's a 3-point recipe with a prayer at the end.
Okay, Becky, I want to know, does he do that to you at home?
It's funny because we were like, oh, like potatoes, when they go in, they're going under fire, but then when they come out, they're like so beautiful, right? And so we were like, yeah. So we were like, we normally don't talk like that, but we were like, oh, so when we go through like something really hard, you just have to like go through it, and then when you come out, you'll be really like delicious. And then he was like, oh, but when you go in, you'll probably like be like screaming and complaining. And then I was like, yeah, you'd probably just be like the really quiet potato that just kind of ends up steaming later. That's like super resentful, for going through under that fire.
And then did he lead you into like 1 Peter 1?
Yeah.
You guys pray?
He's like, let's pray now. I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So the other thing, you want to preheat your oven to 425. You could go 450 if you guys like darker, like kind of textures. Like you're not afraid of a little char, little caramelization. Then you could crank it up to 450. But 425 is safe. And then you want to preheat it. And almost done with this potato here. Honestly, I'm not the best at peeling potatoes. I usually get Becky to peel the potatoes, but I want to look like a good husband, so I'm doing it tonight. Yeah, so we got our potatoes.
So how many have you have so far? 3. Okay.
So I got 3, but I got 4 kind of versions. I've done this 4 times. You guys, I'm kind of want to do a Julia Child on you guys tonight. So
Wow.
So basically, you just want to get your pot.
Okay.
Just put it in, and you want to cover it. And I usually think that you should use water that you would drink. And I think sometimes tap water, and it has a lot of stuff that you may not want. And they say that with pasta as well. You want to use pasta or water that you would drink. So this is our drinking water.
Jackie wants you to know. Jackie wants to note how great that towel looks. You look so professional with that towel over your shoulder.
I know. I'm just posing right now. And then you just crank it up. Oops.
Crank it to the highest heat.
To the highest heat. And then with salt, you want to be, you kind of want to use as much salt as you would sprinkle on the potatoes. So like if you had potatoes on your plate for dinner, how much salt would you use? So you want to put about that much. You could be a little bit more aggressive, but then I like to play it on the safer side. So that's how much salt I will use. And so this is going to go for about 40 minutes. And you want to take it to the point where it's like almost about to like become a mashed potato. Okay. And that's how you set the inside. And so I got this boiling away, but then I've already got, let me get a towel. I've got a towel right here.
Wow, look at you.
So I've already got, let's look at these right here. So I've already taken these through. And if you look at it, you know it's ready when it's for tender. If it just goes through and there's not much resistance. And so we're going to bring these out of the water. And see, that one's a mashed potato right there. That one just came, that one's just went beyond the point of no return. But this one's holding up. That one's holding up.
So if that potato breaks like that, that's okay?
That's okay. That just means more texture. That just means more crunch. So
okay, so not
someone's gonna be happy. Yeah. And so you could chuff them up a little bit. I know Jamie Oliver says like he tosses it, he chuffs it up. And what he's basically doing is he's creating more texture on the outside. And this is all gonna be crunched later on. And so he chuffs them up. And then we just take our baking tray and we transfer them. Now these are like hash browns right here.
Those look so good. I would just eat those right there with salt. Yeah. Amazing.
And then you need to be generous with the oil. And so we just want to cover this because we want a lot of crunch here. And after you cover it with oil, kind of give it a shake. I'll give these guys a little toss. That's pretty much a mashed potato right there. Uh-huh. And then these go in the oven. All right. Now with the magic of TV, we're going to pull out 40 minutes later.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool. I'm in love right now.
All right. And we're going to come around here. This is very hot.
Okay, just but for the other people, it was at 450, right? For people who are
425, or you could crank it up to 450. If you have russet potatoes, I would suggest 450.
Okay, and then for how long again?
So these have been in there for 40 minutes now.
40 minutes, okay.
All right, or around there. And so you have this texture on this side, right? They're getting nice golden brown. Now the secret with this is flavor and texture are the names of the game. It's the name of the game. And so what you want to do is you actually want to create more surface area, which means more crunch and more texture. So I'm going to get a potato masher. You can use whatever you have. And you're going to actually smush this thing. You see that?
Yeah.
And then you're going back here and doing the same.
So what you
You just
have in your hand is literal, what is that called? A potato smasher?
That's the
It's a potato
potato masher.
Oh, wow.
And then you're coming back with the EVOO, as Rachel Ray would say, right?
Wow, I feel like you just named like 4 different cooks in this 5-minute period. You must watch a lot of.
I did. And just give it another toss. Okay. And back in the oven for another 45 or 40 minutes.
Do you have another magical one in there? Oh, no.
And then at the end, you should have something like this.
Crunchy.
And so it's all crunch on the outside.
That's
It's all soft on the inside.
Okay.
And that is a potato for
Why
Thanksgiving.
don't you try it?
So
Yeah, I was just going to ask you to bite into it. Wow,
That's
that
it.
looks amazing. So wait, is it bad? Would it be bad if I asked you like, hey, Yoon, do you have any Chick-fil-A sauce in the fridge I can dip mine with? Like, would you be offended?
no, honestly, with potatoes, like they just love sauce. They should swim in sauce. So for me, it's ketchup and a lot of Tabasco. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow.
Pastor Yoon, I actually have a question. What if you don't have a potato masher? What can you use to make it like
I would
that?
just use like a fork, anything that you can just press and
Even a
smash
bowl,
potato.
right? Like a small bowl.
You can use a bowl as
Yeah.
well. You know. Yeah.
Okay, so a lot of people think it looks bomb. Your brother is tuning in from Hawaii. Hi, John. Everybody's stomach is growling. Does anyone have any questions for Pastor Yoon? Becky, you should give it a try. Is it hot, Yoon?
Yeah, it's hot.
It is? Wow. And I like in the back it says fresh baked pies served daily. Is that true?
If it were, I think we'd be in trouble. Our waistlines would be in trouble. But
Okay.
what is everyone's favorite potato like dipping sauce? I know yours is Chick-fil-A, but or like your sauce to dip your potatoes in.
Yeah, and tell us what you guys. What's your favorite way to eat a potato? Is it roasted?
Yeah, it's like this. It's roasted with boiling it in the beginning.
Okay, I thought for a second you made a heart for Becky, but it's not.
Okay, but no, I'm gonna tell you this. You know why he made that circle is to keep the Tabasco in, so it doesn't like swim over the ketchup.
Genius.
and then he mixes it.
He's so mindful and thoughtful. Thank you.
It's all in the details.
He's such a type 1, right, Becky?
Yes, when he was preparing for this, he had like timelines of what part of the potato should be ready, and it was color coded and it was timed, and I was like, this is my husband. I love it.
Here's my timeline for tonight's show.
Look at this.
All right, I really think that Pastor Yoon should have his own cooking show. If anyone else is interested in watching, I would tune in. And if you guys want, throw out a name in there of there. Jackie says she likes to eat hers with butter and garlic over the potatoes.
Ooh.
Felipe says that's genius because his Tabasco goes everywhere. Green likes butter and pepper. Christy Yu, thanks for joining, says garlic parm. That sounds really yummy.
Does anyone like their potatoes with mayo? Is that weird?
No, it's not weird.
I love it. I love it with mayo.
Okay, sorry. My husband is trying to find his toothbrush with me and I cannot help him with that. Okay, all right, let's move on, everyone. Pastor Yoon, are you done? You're all set?
Yeah, we're all done.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, if anyone has other questions for Pastor Yoon, go ahead and message over. We're going to go over to, thank you, Becky, for helping. We're going to go over also to Aaron and Faith, where they're going to help us with the pie.
Hey. Hello.
Hi.
Okay.
Tell us, ladies.
So we're gonna need 2 bowls, one for the cream cheese and the one for pumpkin. So I'll
One
start
for the
off.
kimchi?
Sorry?
Did you say one for the kimchi?
No, one for the pumpkin and then one for like the cream cheese sugar.
Oh,
stuff.
cream cheese. I was like,
Cream cheese, yeah.
I
Oh,
thought
okay.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you said kimchi. Okay. Cream cheese, my bad. All right.
So we're gonna make 2 servings, but I'll call for 1. So you're gonna need 1 package of cream cheese, like an 8-ounce pack, but I'll be putting in 2.
So
And
you guys are each gonna make one? Is that what you mean by 2 serving? Or
We're just gonna double the recipe
Yeah.
as we make it, but then just like tell you guys how much you need for 1 serving. Because we're making 2 pies.
oh,
Because
I see. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
yeah, okay, and the cream cheese, we recommend that it be at room temperature. If it's a little cold, you can stick it in the microwave for like 20 seconds.
All right, let me see if we've got any questions. Jackie says to Pastor Yoon, can the magic of TV bring those potatoes to my kitchen? Pastor Yoon, your brother wants to know, he says, ask him to add peanut butter cups. I'm not sure what that means. Peanut butter cups to your potatoes? What does that mean?
No.
It's from I don't know if you guys watched the movie 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler.
Oh, okay.
And there's that big like Simone dude, and he's like, "You want peanut butter cups?"
They always say that to each other.
So not like added to your potatoes, literally.
No.
No. Okay. That's weird. I'm sure John is laughing away over there. Okay, you ladies are putting 2 cream cheese bars because you're making 2 pies, right?
Yes.
Got it.
And the cream cheese needs to be like softened, so room temp or microwave for like 20 minutes if it's really cold, or 20 seconds. And then we add in 2 tablespoons of sugar, or 1 tablespoon of sugar for you, 2 for me.
Are you making 2, Erin, because you're gonna drop one off at my house later?
actually my roommate Sarah, who is filming this right now, like right before I was about to go get ingredients, she was like, hey, did you buy everything yet? And I was like, I'm gonna go right now. She's like, can you make me a pie too? So
That's why you're making 2. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, and then you guys are just gonna mix the sugar, cream
And then
cheese.
I'm also adding in some milk, so 1 tablespoon of milk.
Okay. I think Hopi and Gina Lee right now are making yours.
Yay.
Oh, by the way, if you guys are making it, please tag us on Instagram so we can see Instagram at Tapestry LA Church, Gina and Hopi. So we could see you making it. Nice. Okay.
And you can use a fork or a whisk to mix, but I'm gonna use an electric mixer.
Wow. You're telling us to use a fork and you're gonna use handheld electric mixer.
You know, not everyone is a luxury.
Okay, here's what I want to know, everyone, including people who are making. When you are cooking, do you guys like put stuff away or do you kind of just like leave it all out? Like Christine, Yoon, Becky, Erin, do you guys like put things away as you're cooking or do you just kind of leave everything crazy chaotic and then at the end clean everything up? What do you guys do?
I think I like
clean
to,
as you go.
Oh,
Clean as you go, okay.
I like to put stuff away too.
So Becky and Erin. Anyone else?
I also put things away as I go, especially the things that go back in the fridge.
Okay. Yoon?
His is like spaghetti sauce, like all over the walls. There's pots and pans everywhere, but it's delicious.
But
Like I can't
you
complain.
know, I used to work at my first job was at Mrs. Fields Cookies,
Oh.
and they had me in the beginning closing the store, and so I had to clean everyone else's mess, and I hated that. But then they shifted me to the to open the store, and I loved just like baking cookies and leaving my mess for everyone else. So I think I just adopted a bad habit.
Wow. Sorry, Becky, about that.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, at least he makes good food. At least he's not like making a mess and his food is terrible. Like that would be pretty bad.
Yeah. You're really truly dying to yourself. Gina Lee wants to know, how fast do we have to whisk it?
Is it on
How fast?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter that much. To be honest, the first time I made it, I used like a fork, and you just have to do it until it's soft, like until it's kind of like creamy. But to be very honest, even if it's kind of like not super creamy, it'll taste good. And this is the bottom layer, so no one sees it. That's just for you to know. But yeah, ideally creamy.
I also love how Erin is just like telling Faith what to do.
Wait,
Yeah,
no,
I
I was doing it to help her.
I feel like Faith is over there like struggling with the whisk and like trying to move things. Erin, while she's doing that, can you show us a TikTok dance?
No. I cannot.
Anybody doesn't know, Erin's quite a TikToker. Just FYI. Okay. So
You're the person I do the most TikToks with this face.
Me.
It's awesome. Okay, so you're still whisking away.
This is okay, right?
Yeah, I think that's good enough.
Okay. This is good enough.
Okay. Then what's next here?
And then now we're gonna add the Cool Whip.
So this was the question I asked Erin yesterday because I went to Trader Joe's to get my stuff for this pie. But then I realized that Trader Joe's has no Cool Whip, only whipping cream. And then I'm like, can I use whipping cream as a substitute for Cool Whip? And then I decided not to.
It's different, right?
Yeah.
It's different? Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna add this whole thing, but how much? Normally you do half of this. And they usually come frozen.
Mhm.
So you have to like defrost. Then just fold it in.
Okay, what does that even mean? Fold it in.
You're trying the camera here.
Like fold it in. What is it?
Like
Blend it? Like mix it?
kinda, but like more like a book.
Oh,
Like,
literally
like this.
fold. Okay. That's
Yeah.
helpful. I never knew what folded in meant.
I mean, as long as you combine the two, like the cream cheese mixture and the Cool Whip, that's good.
Okay.
This is why I recruited Faith, because she's like a legit baker.
Not
She's like
even.
really into baking. I'm really not. Like this is not even considered baking in my opinion.
Are? Like how legit into baking are you? Are you like
I'm really not.
I've just seen all the seasons of the Great British Bake Off on Netflix. So that's
Okay.
how legit she is.
Oh, so she's legit because she watches it. Okay, I don't know how legit that is because I don't know if that makes me a surgeon because I've watched 12 episodes.
Exactly. I just enjoy watching people bake, and I like to try, but
I don't know, how
I'm
legit
still
do you think you are? A
not
baker?
really. I
She
mean, I
made-
have a lot to learn.
She made
so.
shoe pastry, which is something they make on the show a lot.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, while you're folding, we're gonna get ready to turn back to Christine, Mrs. Christine Park. I always want to say Christine Wang. Christine, can you show us how yours is going while she's folding away?
Alexa, stop.
Oh, okay.
Good timing. The timer just went off. I'm going to do this too, so I can like pass you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna pull it out of the oven. It's bubbling now.
First of all, your kitchen looks like it is a professional kitchen. Like, look at that stove and your refrigerator. Like, I feel like, is this the firehouse or something? Like, why is it so big and nice?
It is the same setup as some of the firehouses that they have. We lucked out and the previous family remodeled. So, okay, so that's what it looks like. It looks pretty much the same as when I put it in, but
Yeah, it does.
you'll see it kind of like browned some on the top. And so the last step is to just add more of this magical fried onion stuff.
Okay, so why did you put it all in a bowl all of a sudden?
Oh, because I added it. I opened another thing of fried onions, and so I just had time while the other people were
Oh, I see.
going.
Hey, Christine, can you just eat the fried onions?
You could. It's pretty
As-
oily.
as a dish?
It's pretty oily and salty. Probably not good for you, but delicious.
Oil and salt are really good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, that's the main ingredients in the roasted potatoes. It's literally oil and salt. So I'm sure Yoon would be loving to eat those French onions. Okay,
So
wait.
I am just covering.
Yeah, we can't see it. Can you move your either camera back or move your dish back, I guess?
I will. Yeah. After I hold on. All right. Oh, it's very. Here's where the towel comes in handy, guys. You can
See,
use it.
that's Yoon. He knew what he
Use
was
it to grab the other side of the pan. Okay, so you just cover sort of an even layer on top.
That's good.
As much as you want. Again, the recipe calls for like the remaining amount of the fried onions on top, but we like to put it on there, like kind of like cover all the green basically, or a lot of it. All right. So now you're going to pop it back in the oven for another like 5 to 6 minutes, or until the onions are golden brown, as they would call it.
So about how much time would that be?
So like 5 to 6 minutes. Yeah, still at the same temperature.
Mommy, look at me.
Okay.
We're gonna pop that back in there.
That was
That's- Okay, so this goes in there for another 5 to 6 minutes. All right.
All right. Thank you. And then we'll just be done, right? After that with you?
Yes.
Okay, nice. We're going to go back to our show, the Great Baking, I forget what it was, the Great British Tapestry Baking Show.
The Great American.
The Great American Baking Show.
Yes.
Yeah, so now in the other bowl, you're gonna make the pumpkin layer. So you're gonna put 1 can of pumpkin. This is like a large can, but you would normally put in like one of the smaller cans. And then you also add in 1 package of this jello pudding. I think it's Jello brand pudding mix. I think that's what it is. I've always been confused because I've never used this for anything other than this pie. You just pour a thing in.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You're saying it's not Jello. It's a pudding
I don't
mix.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, Jello brand, and then it's vanilla.
So it doesn't have to be a Jello brand. It could be as long as it's a vanilla pudding mix.
I think so.
Yeah.
Got it.
And then a cup of milk.
Mommy, I want.
Okay, this bowl might be
I was just gonna ask you.
a little too small.
Just switched.
I know. Wow. That's because I was kind of afraid of the
Okay, so generally, do we want the wet stuff in the bigger bowl?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's like okay. It's not
Yeah.
too bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yum. I see the orange pumpkin flavor.
Yes. And then you mix it all up.
Uh-huh.
Make sure the pudding, the dry pudding, is as like mixed in as possible, because usually there's like tiny little like puffs of powder, but it's kind of impossible to get rid of all of them. So you just gotta do your best.
Okay, so just mix it up. Now, would a whisk be helpful here or no?
I think it's really soft if you make it, because the
Okay.
pumpkin is super like, it's already puree. So whisk or just like folding it, doesn't really make a difference.
Okay. Now, Faith, would folding it be important in this? I'm just kidding. Okay, so Faith, you're done folding.
Yeah, I'm done. Mine looks like this.
How do you know you're done folding?
Like basically when everything's like mixed in and
Okay.
homogeneous.
Yeah, like you probably can't tell from the video, but
Yeah, but
the cream cheese and the Cool Whip has like slightly different textures.
Mhm.
So then you can tell it's done when like it looks like one texture.
I
Like this too. Like the milk is like a different texture and the pumpkin's like a different texture, but once it's like one thing, I think it's good enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
By the way, Hopi says hi to you. Can you say hi, Hopi?
Help.
Jonathan Cho says, can you describe the
Mom,
ideal
look at me.
consistency of
Mom,
the
look at me.
whisked mixture?
Mommy, can you help me?
Okay, you can't see her.
What was the question?
Sorry. Can you describe the ideal consistency of the whisked
Mommy.
mixture?
Mommy, I'm here.
So whisk?
The
Whisk
whisk-
mixture? Jonathan.
The whisked mixture, meaning like yours. What's the ideal consistency?
Mommy,
The ideal consistency. Very good question.
Like this.
Like kind of clumpy, like I don't know, old cottage cheesy. Like old milk. Right? Yeah.
Okay, so cottage cheesy.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like rice pudding.
Okay. Don't know what that is, but okay.
Yeah,
Sounds
I think-
good. Jonathan, please let us know if that does not fulfill your answers. By the way, Pastor Charles says he would like 3 of those. He wanted to gift Pastor Charles and his family something.
I'm just
Okay, now what do we do?
On to the next. The first layer is this Cool Whip cream cheese mix, so it's gonna.
So your pie that you have is just a graham cracker crust pie, right?
Oh yes, let me show you guys what it looks like. We got this brand,
Okay,
and it's just like ready-made.
awesome.
And then in the recipe too, I also said like you can get these mini ones, and I wanted to get them to like show you guys how else you could do it, but then I don't think they sell them in stores anymore or something. We went to like a bunch of places and we couldn't find them. So, but if you ever do, it's the same brand and they're just like small, and you can do this exact same thing and make like a bunch of them.
Yeah.
They're COVID friendly because they're personalized. If that's of interest to you.
mommy. Mommy, ask her.
Olive has a question for you. Olive, ask her.
No, you ask.
She said, "Are you making one for me?" We said, "Yeah, she's gonna make you one."
Okay.
I didn't share with her the one you gave me already, Erin. So.
Oh no.
Okay, so you're just making it nice and basically filling the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Is it like halfway or?
Yeah, I'm just trying to I'm just evenly trying to.
Oh, I see. Distribute it between. Okay.
Yeah.
So with everybody else who's doing it at home, because I know Gina's making it, and it seems like Jonathan is making it. You guys are just everything that was in there. You're just putting it at the bottom. Like your whole. We shouldn't have any leftovers in the bowl, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay, got it. Jonathan says he's satisfied with the answer.
I'm happy to hear that.
Yes. Christy, you says that Faith, you are the best cook. Just FYI.
Thank you, Chris.
Oh. Hi, Christy. Did you make this one?
Do you have any questions for them?
She's just interested.
No, I told her too much.
My question is,
Uh-huh.
do you like something?
Uh-huh.
Because something is like something is really.
Okay, I'm not quite sure what she's saying, but okay. So we're just filling it up,
Yeah.
and then
Here, I'll do this one. You can do this.
I didn't realize that you were guys gonna layer it. I thought you guys were gonna then mix those 2 things together.
Sorry, what?
I thought you were gonna mix all those together, but you're not.
Oh no, it's 2 layers. Have you never noticed when you ate it?
I literally just consume it so fast. You have no idea. It's
I
again, I
do.
didn't even share with my husband nor with my child. I just ate it all myself. Do
Yeah,
you guys-
ideally it's like 2 distinct layers, but in the end, you eat it, you just bite into it, so it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mommy. Mommy.
So you just pour the pumpkin mixture on top and also flatten it out.
And this one.
Okay, I'll share with you guys. Yeah.
Show me.
Nice.
Mommy.
Yeah.
If I don't like it, I'm gonna spit it out and give it to you.
Oh, okay. I think you'll really like it though. But it's too much sugar for you. Okay, nice. That's it? That's the
That is
secret
it.
to your amazing pie?
Yes, that's all it is. It's very, very easy, and you can make it for every
So
potluck in the future forever, and people always love it.
Where did you find this recipe, Erin?
So I got it from my my Nicaragua team leader. But funny thing is, so I bought those these ready-made graham crusts for this, and I think during this season, it's literally on the inside of the thing. Like it has this exact double layer pumpkin pie, like right here. So if you buy this exact brand, it'll tell you the recipe right here.
But that
I think that's where my team leader got it from.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's not a secret Erin pie. Okay.
It is not at all. I've shared this. If you asked me, Stacey, I could have given you this recipe.
No, I like this. I liked the secretness of it. But now, I mean, now I can make it. Do you make it every Thanksgiving now?
Now I do, yeah, because it's so easy.
Okay, Gina, how's it going with Hopi? I know you're making it right now. Jonathan, is it going well with you making that? Why are you guys giggling every time I say the name Jonathan?
Because I bet you he's not making it right now.
Oh, I see. He's just being. Jonathan, are you prove these ladies wrong? Jen says Erin saved me some. Okay, so just FYI. All right, and then we don't have to put it in the oven or anything, right?
Yeah. You chill it in the fridge for like 4 hours for it to become like solid. But that's it. That's it. Yeah.
Yay! Round of applause. Offset, good job.
Yay!
All right, let's have Christine and Yoon/Becky come back on. Do we have? Okay. Do we have any last minute tips you guys want to add about your thing? Like at the end, like, oh shoot, I forgot. I should have said this before we say goodbye to our followers.
So after 5 to 6 minutes, and the top's like kind of golden brown, obviously you take it out of the oven, and here is your finished product.
Wow.
Nice and just golden on top. It smells amazing because fried onions smell amazing.
Christine, somebody added earlier bacon bits. Have you done that before?
I have not done that before. That sounds like a very great idea, actually. I think it'll add more texture and crispiness, which is always good. And definitely, I think like the 8x8, like this size, it would feed like 4 to 5 people. Like
I was gonna ask that.
Per portion on your Thanksgiving plate.
Okay, so yours is first serving of 4 to 5 people. Got it.
Yes.
And you halved yours, right?
I halved the recipe from like the actual Campbell's cream of mushroom soup can.
Okay.
And yeah, it's that simple. It's like takes 30 minutes total, 25 first in the oven, and then you sprinkle the rest of the fried onions on top, and then you pop it back in for another 5 minutes, and then you just let it cool down.
Do you dip anything with it? Do you like anything with it, or you just eat it as is?
I mean, usually when I eat it for Thanksgiving, it ends up blending with like the cranberry sauce and the gravy and everything. So, I mean, it goes well with all those things.
Got it.
Cream corn, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, super, super easy, guys. Try it out tomorrow. I'll be eating mine tomorrow.
Okay, tag us tomorrow on it, Christine. Thank you. Let's go to Pastor Yoon with his towel still over his shoulder.
So what am I doing?
Any last minute tips we want to know? Anything?
Yeah, this winter eat more starches and carbs because it's getting cold. You'll save money on clothing. You'll get warmer. You may lose a girlfriend or boyfriend, but that's okay. You're being frugal.
Okay, well, thank you. And maybe add some beans on the side. Are you and Becky making any beans for Thanksgiving?
Yeah, no beans we're doing a bean break for Thanksgiving.
All right, well, thanks. Becky, do you have anything you want to tell the any cooker that wants to watch? Cook.
No, just, happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, it was really fun.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. You know what, I was thinking, have you guys either of you bought from Trader Joe's the like everything but the bagel seasonings?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I was thinking that would be good on the roasted potatoes.
Ooh,
Yeah, that'd be really good.
yes.
or cream cheese.
Just say goodnight.
Good night.
Okay. And then let's go lastly to Erin and Faith. Any last minute, anything that you guys want to share or what we can add on top of your pie?
You can add more cool or cream. It's supposed to look like this. This is your goal.
Okay, so you guys you're not like Pastor Yoon with the magical pie that's gonna come out at the end. You're gonna show us. Okay, so tell us, reveal it to us with that. So we want to put a dollop of Cool Whip maybe at the top.
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Yeah.
We've never done it.
Yeah.
Probably.
Probably add more Cool Whip to the
Does.
Cool Whip. Okay, all right. I think we're good. I don't think does anyone else have any questions? Aiden, good night. Hannah saying those pastor jokes. I think that was to Pastor Yoon. I think we're good, you guys. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you to Christine, Pastor Yoon, Becky, Aaron, and Faith, and Sarah. Sarah, you want to wave your hand or turn the camera to you for a second? Oh, just a nice thumbs up and hand. Oh, thank you, ladies, so much for helping. And if you guys do cook anything, any of these 3 recipes, go ahead and tag us and let us know. And if you have no further questions, then I think we're gonna sign off for the night.
Thanks for joining.
Yay! Good night, everyone.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.